If you make art as a hobby for yourself or for work and also practice minimalism, then you might feel like art supplies are a very difficult area to declutter. For me, art supplies was one of the last things that I could declutter and practice minimalism. Art supplies have a sentimental value, I think, and it can easily become unmanageable when we accumulate supplies as time goes by. We might think we need some supplies even when we haven't touched them for years because we think that we might want to use it in the future. To practice minimalism with art supplies, it's good to start with decluttering first. Decluttering, I think, is all about taking inventory of all that we have and then sorting through them to let go of what we don't need and only keep what we do need, or things that really lights us up or gives us joy. The first step is to gather all the supplies in one spot. Everything, including paper, all the different mediums, even cameras, everything really. And the next step is to go through the supplies one by one and decide what to keep and what to let go of. And you will do the same thing for artworks as well. If you have accumulated a lot of artworks and pieces, paintings, drawings, sculptures, photographs, bring them all in one place and go through them. And hold them in your hands and see if this thing really lights you up, really gives you joy. So at the end, you will have 2 piles of supplies or artworks. One pile is the things and objects and supplies that you will let go of, and the other pile is the one that you will keep. So there are lots of ways you can actually let go of. You can donate, you can sell the materials, or you can just toss it or throw it away. There's a lot of obstacles to decluttering. Even if I explain this in a very simple way, the process of decluttering is a very emotional and difficult process. One thing that has helped me is thanking the piece, thanking the supply that I'm letting go of. It's hard for us to let go of something that has felt good for us for a while because we have this good memory attached with this item. But if you think of letting go of this item as a way to thank it or feel gratitude for how it served for us for a short time, it becomes an easier process to release and let go. Perhaps this item needs to go to another place. Perhaps it really belongs to someone else. So be mindful in the process of decluttering and practice and cultivate the sense of gratitude to all these things that have come into your life and have served its purpose. After you have decluttered, you can now keep your supplies to a minimum by simply practicing minimalism and being very mindful of accumulation. Here are some tips on how you can keep your supplies minimal. And first tip is to not go shopping very often. Second is to use up what you have, one at a time. And third is think of new or creative ways you can use your materials. You can try new things with your materials so you can really use them to the maximum capacity and really enjoy them. And also another way to keep it minimal is to take classes as well. In classes, it's usually the case that you share materials with your classmates or teachers. So it's a very nice way to prevent buying new things all the time. Some last things I want to leave you with is that you don't have to throw away everything. The goal of minimalism is to only keep what's giving you the most joy, and everybody will have a different amount. And if you find yourself saying, I'll keep this just in case, then that's a good sign that this thing is not important for you right now, but you fear that in the future you will be inconvenienced when you don't have it. So if this is the case, then ask yourself whether you can get this item when you want to in the future. Can you borrow it from someone, or substitute it with something else, or just forego it and see if you can use what you already have? And the last thing to remember is to have patience and practice gentleness through this decluttering and minimalism process. This process can take time and it can be a very challenging thing to do, especially if we have attached ourselves to the things that we have owned. So it's very important to be gentle on ourselves, be kind to ourselves when we are letting go and clearing more space for us. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.